because they actually trying to hit you with that baseball. I know Mr. Key is a baseball player, he would know about that. I mean, but they actually was trying to intimidate him by throwing the ball at him.
We don't see this very often. Young black men with not just any black men that are in this room, but accomplished black men that care about you guys and want to see you guys grow up to be outstanding citizens. So, you were talking, just tell me your name, sir?
Braylon Harris.
Mr. Harris. We're going to all stand up. Go back to my little Boy Scout routine. Way back when. Stand up before I start talking. Get your blood flowing a little bit so that we can conversate and that you can hear me, not just with your physical ears, but that you can hear hopefully what I'm saying. And then once I finish, we'll have a little something. So we'll give you a little something. If you keep your eyes open, if everybody can listen just for a minute, we'll have something special. Okay? I'll let y'all check out my ride. Good? So what we're going to do before you sit down, I need everybody to raise your right hand. Take your right hand, your hand that's on your nose, put it on your right ear. And then I want you to take your hand that's on your left ear and put it on your nose. Switch. And you do it. Switch. Switch. Oh, come on, man. Some of y'all don't know what you're doing.
Several years ago, maybe 15 years ago, I was into space. And I can take 4 steps, pivot around and take 4 steps this way. 4 steps. I can turn around and take 4 steps this way. Young men, the space that was in was surrounded by 3 concrete walls. And the other walls were parallel iron bars. And all I could think was, what is it that I can do in my life? What mistake that I can make that will warrant me to live the rest of my life in such a small space?
Hey, Jen!
The name of our union is the Smith Brown Memorial Student Union. The Smith Brown Memorial Student Union is called this because of these 2 young men that were killed on our university's campus, actually right outside of the union in 1963 due to police brutality. They are fighting for rights for our university for state funding. They were giving all of the state money to LSU by them being PWI. So we decided to protest and try to get some of the same money from the government as well.
HBCU campus. Yes, ma'am. Doing what you guys need to do to bring us the men back. Because y'all ahead. Which is a real.
That's it.
And we need y'all to get in place and in position.
This is a place where you can come and somebody will wrap their arms around you and turn you into the professional you never dreamed of being. So long before I was an attorney, I was just a kid trying to figure myself out, and I came to law school. And this place helped to convert me into the gentleman that I needed to be.
a special session going on. Was exiting these double doors right here behind y'all, the wooden doors right there. He walked right here in the center of this hallway, and that's where he got shot. Now, the shooting will always be a mystery for several reasons. The man right here with the hat, that's Huey Long. The man under him was a 29-year-old Baton Rouge doctor named Carl Weiss. Mr. Carl Weiss did not have a real motive for shooting Huey. He was, like I said, a popular Baton Rouge doctor. He was well renowned in the community. He had a 2-year-old child, a young family. And I know y'all are from Lake Charles, but the oldest neighborhood in Baton Rouge is Spanish Town. I don't know if any of y'all have heard of it. Spanish Town is right across the street right here. When you go across the street on the right side of the Capitol, you're walking into Spanish Town. Carl Weiss lived right there on the corner. After the shooting, they found his car in front of the Capitol. That didn't make sense. He wouldn't have driven his car across the street. The bullets that they found in Huey did not match Carl Weiss's gun. So that was another big question mark. On the right side, there's the tip of the wall.
Y'all looking good. So who's going to tell me what Project Impact is? Because I don't know much about it. What is it?
It's a positive change in black male.
A positive change in black male. What good deal?
We did like this cafeteria experiment. We looked at the leaders in our school, and we basically in our school are all leaders. And people follow after leaders in ways that they don't know that they actually do as a human being. So what they're trying to do, what we're trying to do, is bring a positive impact on change, like, and not be a statistic, and actually be a great way to improve our community and improve the world.
And if people are going to follow your example, the worst thing you can do is say better.
President, members, good afternoon. I've got a very special friend here today. He comes from my home district and is the pastor of the Mount Olive Baptist Church in Lake Charles. Pastor Braylon Harris is a remarkable young leader in our community with what he calls an exceptionally old soul. He's an administrator with the Calcasieu Parish District Attorney's Office and is the executive director of the Impact Agency, which is a multi-agency positive change initiative for African American males throughout Southwest Louisiana. And after our opening prayer today, I will introduce you to the group of exceptional young men who are over on the side. He has 2 decades in the ministry and has a degree in business administration, which has equipped him to lead with inspiration, distinction, and innovation. He's married, and he and his wife have parents of 3 incredible children. Please join with me in welcoming to the Senate, Pastor Braylon Harris. Every head bowed. O Lord, thou who hast been our dwelling place for all generations, we come boldly to thy throne of grace to but find help in our time of need. Lord, if we ever needed you before, surely do need you now. Thou who hast mastered manifold grace, manifold mercy, manifold love, and manifold kindness. Thou who hast mastered manifold justice and righteousness and favor and equality. We cannot bear such a burden alone. But Jesus can help us. Jesus alone. And with him, and in him, and through him, all things are possible. So it is in his name we pray. Amen.
Amen.